Hey, how you doing? This is Kitch, and you are watching me play Factorio. I saw this train leave the station, and I just had to jump on it because this one doesn't move around very often. But we're starting to burn through some uranium, which is a good sign. We may even have to look at upgrading this uranium station here soon. And this guy's running off of coal, and he's running a little bit on the slow side. We may have to do something about that. I did basically got all this stuff cleared out, put solar panels down. That's a work in progress. And I did turn on the third module. So that one's running again. If we got like 10 minutes here, 5:33. And I noticed like over the last hour, I did do a check and it looked like it was running fine when I turned it on. But now it's kind of fluctuating up and down. So we're having a problem somewhere that is eventually going to need to be solved. Let's grab this. And we didn't put a refueler on you, and we need to put a refueler on you. This should all be good to go. And I went back to base and picked up all the used up uranium fuel cells that were there. And noticed that here we have quite a few of them as well. So I want to modify this a bit. Let's grab that. You are going to be a requester chest that is requesting these, all of them. Feed, and then you can spit out to a belt. You are nuclear fuel reprocessing, and let's see if we can get this, yeah, just like right there. Do we leave this one? I think so. We'll leave it for now, at least until all this excess is taken out. Put that right there, throw all that in there, and then all of that can get taken care of. And another thing I want to do is take this out and move it a little further down and double it so we can get this happening just a little bit faster. And we'll even throw a speed modules in there as well. Because the fueling up here, it's fine. I mean, eventually it's caught back up to where I want it to be. It just took a very, very long time to get to this point. There might be something to be said about expanding out this space a little bit and running a logistic network up here, rather than the big long belt, because that's just a lot of items hanging out there. I couldn't think of a better solution for it, because I don't want to get the robot networks too close together because they'll all conflict. I want to keep those separate. I don't know, things to think about, but we need to, let's see, let's use this guy right here. That will be a passive provider, and we're going to need to set those requests there, and let's just bump that up a little bit. Maybe like 5. All right, those will pull up there into those chests, and that should get nuclear fuel going a little bit faster. All right, so that should put us in good shape. Power-wise, we're looking good. 2.3, what, maybe 2.4 gigawatts of solar at noon. Can't complain about that. We have a nice little bit of an excess. And so that means expansion. But first, I'd like to figure out what's going on with our science setups. So let's head up in that general direction. We'll roll the intro, and I will see you shortly after. All right, the problem could be anywhere, but what I find suspect is that, like, right here is where we just had 2 of them. This is where we turned the 3rd one on, and then everything was fine. And it dips down, but it dips down to the exact same level. So it's almost like one of these modules is going off, or halfway off. Which makes me think that one of these is going out as opposed to the whole thing going down. Or being spread evenly across all the different ones. I don't know. It is probably that. Let's see. We are running a little low on rocket control units here. They are glowing red. What's your problem? Your problem is speed modules. Trees. Starting to collect a whole bunch of deconstruction planners here. Boy, there's a lot of trees. All right, we were looking at speed modules. Speed modules, what's your problem? Your problem is red circuits. Why are you red? Because you're backed up. And red circuits are lagging a bit behind because of plastic, most likely. Which would suggest either a coal or petroleum problem. I'm going to guess the latter. Now, yeah, since you guys are low on plastic as well. Petroleum's low. Coal is plenty. Got water. You don't have much water. That's not a good sign. All right, so what's the holdup here? All right. I want to try a little bit of an experiment. Fluid dynamics in this game confuse me, and I remember thinking, you know what, I definitely need to learn these and master them. But it was always one of those things where they kept on saying they were going to replace the system, and so I was like, well, you know, I don't want to spend too much time doing that. And that's been, what, 2 years now? I think... Let's take a look at this station here. Okay. All right, and that's a station I want to visit anyway because I want to do a little bit of defensive work up there due to the problem that we're having here. Let's see, where we're still getting attacked. We're still getting attacked up here. Can we send, yeah, let's send our artillery train up here just to say hello to everybody. All right, let's see. I should have pumps. I always have pumps in my inventory. You never know when you're going to need them. Oh, I've got a lot of nuclear stuff I need to get rid of. And let's come over here and grab some tanks and pipe. Excess is best. And let's head up to that station up north, and let's do one more thing. Just in case it's needed. 5, 10, 12. And that would be 6 locomotives. Where are the locomotives? Ah, down here. All right, we want to head up here. Which is that's something that I want to see right there. It's that I want that to fill up, like it should fill up immediately. And it's not. Yeah, you can go on. All right, let's take this station here. And, I want to copy and paste it. I want to paste it there. Okay. Full, 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 not full. Okay, now what I'm expecting, what my thought was for this was that we're getting 2 pipes coming in, but then we're limiting it to 1 pipe here. But the thought is that we would just keep pushing everything down until we got to the last thing, and that the water would pool up down here first. It would all get pushed down here. That does not seem to be happening. Okay, so someone was telling me that this is based on the creation order. Let's just go ahead and sacrifice all this water. I want to turn off my blueprint, or turn off my robots. Reset this up here. All right, so I want you created first, then you, then you, then you. You. Down to there. Oh, is that station named that? Of course it is. Yeah, go to the real one, man. Okay, that tank's full. I mean, yeah, I'd expect these to fill up quick, but I'm not doing something with the fluid dynamics. I'm not quite doing right here. So how could we do this differently? Do I have any pumps? I don't, but I can make some. currently running 3 pipes in. What if we ran, or we're currently running 2. What if we ran 3? Oh, that's interesting. These are actually placed before the change there, so they're actually out in the water. I can't place one out at that distance. Glad it still works. Oh, biters. It's a good reminder that I need to remember to set up our defenses up here. Which probably there's a good argument for doing that first. All right, so if we had 3 lines coming in, you could come in there, and I don't think anybody would have an issue with that. And that is basically dedicated to filling up these 2 tanks. Pumps. Are off. Okay, and you will run right next to that one. Except you won't. Okay, you come in there. And you go in there. All right, what's our water pipe looking like here? Pretty good. Now, is there any advantage at all to doing that? Probably not. That should fill up that tank. It's not, though. Come on, man. Fill it up. I mean, if we does this encourage it to fill up faster? Yeah, maybe we might go with that idea. Let's put a little back pressure on there to make that move a bit. And then you can just go directly down. All right, I think that's worth a shot. And I'm almost wanting to do the same to this. Let's do that. All this time, I was thinking that it was going to be iron. How naive I was. All right, let's get rid of that. Get rid of that. Get rid of that. Actually, get rid of that. Okay, you feed in to a pump. You turn into a pump. And you turn into a pump. Boy, it sure did move a lot faster, didn't it? Let's see how fast these fill up now. We might need to look into setting up. Oh boy. Yeah, we probably want to go ahead and do that defensive thing I was talking about earlier. Let's just throw some of these little wall areas down. And we might need to be bringing in one of our... let's see, those are substations. We can throw a little bit of extra into there. Yeah, let's call our train that has all the lasers in it, our laser train. And we can get that finished off. And you went back to 0. You knocked all the things out that were visible. Yet they're still coming. What if we send you here? All right, we probably need to take this logic as well and apply it not only to the oil station here, but also potentially to the unload station. Yeah, you just stop right there, man. Now, are you picking up any bad guys? They are. Interesting. Those are just worms. All right, just worms. But it's good they're dead, I guess. All right, well, that should relieve some of the pressure that we have on the other area. What do you stopped? Oh, okay. Waiting for that train to go. These are all full, and you are ready to go. Okay, that's working out so much better. So much better. Okay, so here we have a pipe there and a pipe there. The problem with doing this is that it's not a three-way even split. Let's see, that's 17 feeding up and 13 feeding down. That's 14, 16. And that would be 15, 15, which would at least make the pipes even. Currently, you are all feeding into there. And we're turning that into one pipe of throughput that is coming down here and getting confused about life in general. All right, so what if we did that? And then that, and then you fed up, and we actually had you feed down. So same idea, but we're pushing it to the middle instead of pushing it to the outside. And I'm hoping that is going to drain out fairly quickly, and we can just turn that into a direct pipe. Okay, those are filled up, so now it should start filling these up. All right, that's working a little better, maybe. We still have that configuration going on in our main area, which may be causing us problems. We don't have the train backups here anymore. That's a good sign. We're actually going from more stations to less, so the problem should be less apparent. If we take a look, going out 10 minutes, had a little bit of a drop there, but we've somewhat got back up to 611, which is more than we should theoretically be able to make, but I guess it's probably that we have some, we had some excess stacked up. Yeah, we need to revisit this. Not quite sure how. But that's what next episode is for. I'm going to call the train for me, and thank you very much for watching. I really appreciate it. I do want to keep expanding out the science modules and create more. We should have plenty of stuff and power to support one more at least. But I want to get this fluid thing figured out first, because that could have an effect on things. That one. All right. Thank you for watching. I'll see you next time.